You know that moment? You're holding your phone, screen lighting up your face, and you're staring at her last message like it's written in a language you used to speak fluently. Because a week ago, she was warm, fast replies, little inside jokes, good morning texts that felt like a door opening, and now it's different. Short answers, hours between messages, that polite tone that sounds like a smile but feels like a wall. And your brain starts doing that thing. Why is she pulling back? Did I say something wrong? Was I too much? Was I not enough? Is she talking to someone else? Am I about to get played again? Here's the truth that flips everything. Attraction usually doesn't die because you weren't impressive enough. It dies because beneath the surface, she stopped feeling emotionally safe with you. And man, if that hits a nerve, good. Because you're not failing at love. You're not bad with women. And this is not a sign you're unworthy of a real connection. It just means nobody taught you what actually creates chemistry that lasts past the first few dopamine texts. By the end of this video, you'll know the 7 talking stage mistakes that quietly kill attraction, what she's feeling when it happens, and what to do instead, so connection can build instead of drift. Let's get into it. Most people think the talking stage is about saying the right thing, about being smooth, about keeping her entertained. But the real truth is, her nervous system is reading you before her mind can catch up. She's not just asking, is he cute? She's asking, can I relax with him? And that question decides everything. Because when safety is present, attraction has space to grow. When safety disappears, attraction doesn't always vanish. It goes underground. It becomes guarded. It becomes cautious. It becomes, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. And this is where attachment patterns quietly run the whole show. An anxious nervous system reaches for reassurance. An avoidant nervous system pulls back from pressure. And two people who want the same thing, connection, can accidentally trigger each other into a cycle. Not because anyone is evil, not because you're incompatible, not because she's too picky, but because the emotional tone of the connection stopped feeling safe, steady, and real. Not more texting, not bigger dates, not trying harder to be the man, but emotional presence that makes her feel chosen without feeling chased. First mistake: performing instead of being present. Here's the part no one talks about. Most couples don't lose connection from a big mistake. They lose it from a vibe. Most people in relationships treat the talking stage like a performance. Be fun, be impressive, be unbothered. And most couples fall into this because you're trying to earn a spot in her life instead of building one with her. But beneath the surface, she feels it. Your nervous system is loud. Your energy is reaching. And what she registers, without even realizing it, is, he's trying to get something from me. That doesn't make you a bad guy, bro. It makes you human. When you've been rejected before, you start auditioning for love like it's a role. Disconnecting version: you. Haha, I'm just chilling. My life is crazy though. Everyone wants my time. Her. Oh, nice. Connecting version: you. Honestly, I like talking to you. I'm having a good time and I'm not trying to act cooler than I am. Her nervous system hears, he's real. And when you do that, the walls between you start to come down without either of you having to say a word. Second mistake, future pacing too early. And this is the one most couples never figure out. You think you're showing intention. She feels pressure. Most couples think moving fast creates security. So you start hinting at weekends together, trips, pet names. What are we? Energy after 3 great conversations. But the deeper truth is this. Intimacy isn't built by speed. It's built by safety plus time. Her nervous system is like a smoke detector. It can't tell the difference between he's excited and he's trying to lock me down to feel okay. So it sounds the alarm anyway. You might be thinking, but I'm serious about her.
And that can be true.
But if it lands like a grab, it doesn't feel like love. It feels like urgency. Disconnecting version, you. I don't know, I just feel like you could be my girlfriend. I can see us together. Her brain quietly registers, he doesn't even know me. He just likes how I make him feel. Connecting version, you. I'm not rushing labels, but I'm enjoying getting to know you. I'd like to keep building this and see where it goes. Her nervous system whispers, I can breathe. And when you move with steadiness, she stops bracing for impact and starts leaning in on her own. Third mistake, hot and cold inconsistency. This is where it gets really interesting. You think you're being casual. She feels instability. Most couples underestimate how fast inconsistency kills attraction. Most people in relationships will text a lot one day, disappear the next, then come back like nothing happened. And most couples do it because they're busy or unsure or trying to not seem too invested. But beneath the surface, her body reads it as a pattern, not a schedule, a pattern. And patterns create cycles. They create that subtle tightening in her chest, where she starts to think, if I like him, I'm going to get disappointed. This isn't about texting rules, it's about emotional availability, not constant access, consistent presence. Disconnecting version, you. Intense flirting all night, then vanish for 36 hours. Her internal monologue, I knew it. He's just here when it's convenient. Connecting version, you. Hey, today's stacked. I'll be slower, but I'm thinking about you. I'll call later. Her nervous system hears, he's steady. And when you become predictable in the best way, she stops guarding her heart like it's a door you might slam. Fourth mistake, interview mode instead of connection mode. But here's what nobody explains. Great conversation isn't information, it's emotional movement. Most couples think good talking means asking the right questions. So most people in relationships go into interview mode. Where are you from? What do you do? What are your hobbies? And you can do that for weeks and still feel strangely far apart.
Because the deeper truth is this.
Attraction grows when she feels you with her, not just learning about her. Presence matters. Turning toward matters. Being emotionally available matters. Emotional distance in a relationship isn't like a wall. It's like scar tissue. It forms slowly over 100 small moments that never got repaired. Disconnecting version, you. So what's your love language? Her. Quality time, you. Cool. Connecting version, you. When you say quality time, what does that look like when you feel really chosen? Her brain quietly registers, he's trying to understand me, not just label me. And when you do that, she stops feeling studied and starts feeling seen. Fifth mistake, fixing her feelings instead of holding them. Here's what changes everything. She doesn't want you to be perfect. She wants you to be present. Most couples think emotional maturity is having the right solution. So most people in relationships hear a woman share something real and they go straight into fix-it mode. Advice, logic, minimizing. And you do it because you care and because helplessness feels awful. But the deeper truth is this. When she shares emotion, she's testing safety, not your IQ, not your alpha energy. Safety. If your response makes her feel handled, she becomes withdrawn. If your response makes her feel held, she becomes open. Not bigger reassurance speeches, not calmly explaining why she shouldn't feel that way, not solving it in 5 minutes, but staying with her experience long enough that her nervous system can unclench. Disconnecting version, her. I don't like how inconsistent this feels. You. You're overthinking. I've been busy, it's not a big deal. Connecting version, her. I don't like how inconsistent this feels. You. That makes sense. I can see how that would feel off. I don't want you guessing with me. Something in her says, he doesn't need to win, he wants to understand. And when you do that, she stops feeling like she has to fight to be heard. Sixth mistake, using distance, jealousy, or games to create desire. And this is the one that kills it instantly, not slowly.
Instantly.
Most couples think attraction is created by scarcity. So most people in relationships try tactics. Delayed replies on purpose. Jealousy hints. Posting things to look in demand. Acting like you have options to look valuable. But beneath the surface, her nervous system doesn't experience that as confidence. It experiences it as danger, as unpredictability, as emotional smoke in the room. And here's the wild part. Even if it works short-term, it trains the connection to be a game instead of a refuge. So she might chase, but she won't settle, because settling requires safety. Disconnecting version. You. Yeah, I was out, had a lot going on, you know how it is. Her internal monologue. Why do I feel like he's trying to make me jealous? Connecting version. You. I went out with friends, it was fun. I also missed talking to you. How was your night? Her brain quietly registers, he's not performing, he's emotionally real. And when you stop playing for power, connection stops feeling like a chess match and starts feeling like home. Seventh mistake. Being vague to avoid rejection. This is where most men lose her, man. Not because they're toxic, because they're scared. Most couples avoid clarity in the talking stage because clarity risks rejection. So most people in relationships stay vague. They keep it chill. They don't lead. They don't name what they want. They hover. But the deeper truth is this. Vagueness doesn't feel safe. It feels slippery. It feels like you want access to her without responsibility to her. And to her nervous system, that reads like, I might get attached, and he might disappear. So she protects herself. She becomes less available. Not to punish you, to prevent pain. Not a label demand, not a dramatic, what are we right now? Not forcing commitment, but calm, grounded intention that gives her something real to respond to. Disconnecting version. You. We should hang sometime. Her. Yeah. Nothing happens. Connecting version. You. I like you. I want to take you out this week. Are you free Thursday or Saturday? Her nervous system hears, he's direct, he's steady, He means what he says.
And what moves through her is,
I forgot how good it feels to be chosen. And when you lead with clear intention, she stops guessing and starts trusting. So here's what I want you to take from all of this. This isn't a checklist. It's an invitation to show up differently, and that changes everything about what's possible between you and the person you want. Because these aren't texting tricks. They're identity shifts. This isn't a communication hack. This is just what two emotionally mature people naturally do when they're capable of real connection. You offer safety. You offer presence. You break patterns instead of repeating cycles, and she will feel the difference before you've even said a word. Here's the mic drop. The connection you want starts the moment you stop trying to be chosen and start choosing her with calm, consistent, emotionally real presence.